Okay, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Go Long Sports Show. I'm going to start off this episode by apologizing. I was wrong. And the thing that I'm apologizing and the thing that I was also wrong about is Joe Burrow. On a couple of videos in the past, I've kind of spoken about Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals as like a Cinderella team. I think I called them a Cinderella story last year. I might even have called Joe Burrow Cinderella Man. But he's definitely the real deal. If one thing, the NFL season's not over. But one thing about this year, it's brought a lot of clarity to the future of the NFL as far as the old regime that's on its way out. What some of the middle of the road quarterbacks who had a chance to really show who they were this year, they showed us who they were. Guys like Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins, they showed you that you just simply just can't win with them. So they're pretty much bridge quarterbacks at this point. And it showed that Joe Burrow's for real. That's for sure. That last year wasn't a fluke. He's back in the AFC Championship game again, and he wants smoke. Okay. This video is going to be about the narrative that the NFL is painting now, that it's kind of that almost like that Joe Burrow won, that it's Mahomes versus Joe Burrow. Like that is, and two, that Joe Burrow, there's a couple people saying that Joe Burrow owns Patrick Mahomes. He's beat him 3 times already. And we've even seen the point spread go down because of Mahomes' ankle injury and stuff, and a lot of people are betting on the Bengals to win this game because Mahomes is hurt, but we'll get into that. So where I want to begin with all this is we know who the up-and-coming young quarterback group is. So I'm going to break down how the NFL kind of the quarterback groups are. So you got Brady, guys like Brady. The only ones left from like that old great QB generation now is Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. You got guys like Breeze and Ben Roethlisberger. They're retired now, so they don't. But those type of guys, and then you got the middle guys. You got the Dax, Kirk Cousins, Derek Carrs. Russell Wilson's kind of the upper tier in between that Brady era and all that, but he had a bad year this year. And then most importantly, you got the superstars who everyone thinks is going to take over the NFL. And it's like Mahomes is in there, of course, the young GOAT. And then there's Burrow. There's the guy that the media loves to crown the most, Josh Allen. And then there's Justin Herbert, who definitely has a talent to be amongst the name of those 4. But as far as the Chargers got a lot of issues. He has the worst team and the worst organization out of those 4. I'll just put it there. But he definitely has a talent to belong in that group of 4. So we've seen it this year. The big thing, a lot of from the beginning of the year, the favorites to win the Super Bowl even were the Buffalo Bills. And even when the whole Damar Hamlin situation happened, they set it up to where the Chiefs and the Bills were going to play in Atlanta. So they were looking forward to that showdown, the Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. Well, they even changed the rule, NFL rule, after Josh Allen lost in the playoffs last year. Oh, you got to let Josh Allen have the ball. You never know with that guy. But he's got his butt kicked this year against Joe Burrow, who's legit. So what the NFL tried to do is make Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes the Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning, where the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through one of these guys each and every year. But Josh Allen doesn't want it for some reason. He doesn't want to be the Peyton Manning to Patrick Mahomes' new age Tom Brady, even though Tom Brady's still playing. You guys understand what I'm saying. It's going to be Joe Burrow. That's basically what this video is about. It's about how Joe Burrow is becoming the Peyton Manning to Patrick Mahomes' Tom Brady. And it's good to see, man. Like, I know nobody would have expected the Bengals to get back there beginning of the year, especially the way they played. But Joe Burrow is just, I think the thing with him, he just stays, he's real. He doesn't get rattled. He's for real, man. He has the poise. He's won playoff games where he's been sacked 9 times, which is unreal. He's just a gamer. You can tell that the team really rallies around him, and they've got a darn good squad. That's why I picked them to beat the Bills in the first place. The Bengals overall, don't let the Joe Burrow stuff fool you. They have a squad. They got dogs on defense. They got and plus they got so many weapons on offense. They got Hayden Hurst is a dang good tight end. You guys remember when the Ravens used to run that 3 tight end system? He would be taken off for 80 every now and then. You got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Boyd, Tyler Boyd. But they just and the reason I picked them, I digress. The Buffalo Bills only got one way to beat you. Josh Allen's going to throw 4 or 5 touchdowns, and they're going to blow you out. They're not built to really like go blow for blow or even play catch up from down 2-3 scores. You don't really see them coming back from 3 scores like that, or even like running the ball, beating a team, blowing a team out with 400 yards rushing. Like Josh Allen's probably their leading rusher. Like you could pretty much quote me on that. I don't know the stats, but he has to do everything for them to win a game. The Bengals, Joe Burrow can have an off game, and his team is good enough to keep them in it. And he's definitely more than capable of going down in those last couple drives and finding a way to beat a team. So Joe Burrow is the Peyton Manning to Patrick Mahomes is Tom Brady. But the thing is, Patrick Mahomes is still head and shoulders above everybody's name who I've named in this episode except for Tom Brady, and Tom Brady doesn't even count. He's just pretty much he's retired at this point. Even though he's playing, he's retired. You don't even mention him. He's Candyman. Don't even mention him with the rest of these guys. But Patrick Mahomes should not even be mentioned with the rest of these guys too, and that's the one thing I don't like. I don't like how I don't know. I think Joe Burrow's really got Patrick Mahomes' number. Patrick Mahomes, since he's been starting in the league, I don't think what people understand. The road to the Super Bowl, since Patrick Mahomes has been starting in the NFL, has gone through the Kansas City Chiefs. More specifically, has gone through Arrowhead. For those who don't know what that means, either the team who won he's winning a Super Bowl, playing in the Super Bowl, or to get to the Super Bowl, you have to beat him in an AFC championship game in Arrowhead. 2018, Tom Brady won the Super Bowl. Had to go to AFC championship game in Arrowhead and beat him. 2019, Mahomes won the Super Bowl. 2020, he loses in the Super Bowl. 2021, that's last year, right? Joe Burrow had to beat him in Kansas City. I think I got all the years, right? So this year, where's the AFC championship game? In Kansas City. So that's 1. That's 2. That's 4 years. 4 years where the AFC Championship game's in Kansas City, and the winner of the Super Bowl or whoever plays in the Super Bowl has to go through that man. Do not compare him to that. You can't compare it. And he got one. And he's about to have 2 MVPs. So we're talking about a guy who's played in 2 Super Bowls. He has the key to the lock to the Super Bowl. You got to get it from him. You got to pickpocket him somehow. And he got 2 MVPs and a Super Bowl ring. So you can't. He's the credentials is too much. Why are we? It's okay. It's okay for somebody to be that good. Where it's okay. Let us figure this out. The NFL. Josh Allen. I think him versus Josh Allen is gonna be the Shaq Kobe rival. What are y'all talking about? We don't need. He don't let it cook. It's early still for all these guys. It's early still. Well, if there's one thing we know for sure, we damn for sure know Dak ain't going to play nobody in no damn Super Bowl. Dak might not even see a championship game. Dak too worried about the next Sleep Number commercial. Dak too worried about the microwave timer on his bowl of Campbell's. We know for damn sure, Cowboys fans, he ain't playing Mahomes anytime soon, other than the exhibition. So let's let it cook. Let's see who comes out to be the Peyton Manning to his Tom Brady, which it's looking like it's going to be Joe Burrow. I know I kind of contradicted myself, but still, we had to let it cook. Basically, I was saying let it cook. They tried to crown Allen. Sorry to say it, I'm a Chargers fan. Hate to say it. They tried to crown Justin Herbert. Let it cook. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see exactly what it is. There's so much. Let's see what Lamar Jackson got to say when he get back. Let him get a real good squad around this. Let's see. But now let's get into picking these two games. So Bengals, Chiefs. I think I heard the press conference. I know Patrick Mahomes' ankle's feeling pretty good, so I'm going to go Chiefs in a close one. I'm going to go Chiefs. Ooh, I can see them have, the Bengals going to give them everything they want. I'm going to go Chiefs 31-28. Excuse me. And then NFC Championship game, Eagles versus 49ers. I'm going to go with the Eagles just because I think that Jalen Hurts is better than Dak Prescott, and the Philadelphia Eagles and 49ers teams are pretty even, but the quarterback position is much better on the Eagle side than it is on the Niners side. So they're going to take care of business. So I got the Eagles winning by a touchdown. Let's go. Eagles are going to win that game 27-20. All right, and then we'll get to the Super Bowl when it gets there. I tried to make a video the other day about the Lakers trade with Rui Hachimura, but I just couldn't. It's not even worth making a video about. I was just sitting there just like, dude, what am I talking about? Yeah, it's a good trade, but come on. What's going on? So the NBA season isn't starting for me until the Super Bowl's over. The NBA really don't matter until All-Star break anyway. That's when the real season starts. So peace out, guys. Keep it real, and we're going to see what happens this week. Peace.